Hello, from English Ninjas, this is Margaret, and today I want to talk a little bit about verbs. So, typically when you learn a verb, you learn it in its infinitive. That's kind of its most neutral. You often learn that something is to be, to do, to say, to have, right? And from there, you conjugate it by the subject. So you have I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. Simple enough. And then you have that with all of the infinitives. If you move on from that, sometimes you start learning the past tense next. So for the most simple regular verbs, you often add an ed. So if you have I act in present tense, the past tense would be I acted. Add an ed to the end of act. Or I admire Amelia Earhart. If you wanted to do it in past tense, when I was little, I admired Amelia Earhart. I check my shoes to make sure they are tied. You can say, yesterday, I checked my shoes, or I checked my bag for my passport. That is the most regular, those are for regular verbs in the past tense, adding an ed. There are also irregular verbs, but we'll talk about that at a different date. Next, another type of verb is the past participle. Many times the past participle is also the same as the simple past with just adding an ed, but there are also times when it is not, especially with these irregular verbs. So if you say the verb to give, like to give a gift, you can say, I give presents to my family for their birthday. If you wanted to say a past tense, it's irregular. So you say, I gave my mother a necklace for her birthday. Now, if you're switching to past participle, it's not gave again. It is now given. So it would be G-I-V-E-N. And I would say, I have given my mother jewelry every birthday. So many people ask me, what is the easiest way to do that? Unfortunately, there is not an easy way to figure out which verbs are regular and which ones are irregular. The best you can do is really get a list, kind of line them all up, and just go through them, maybe 10 a day, and just kind of get into your mind which ones are regular, which ones are irregular. If you have any questions about that, you want to talk more with a tutor about irregular and regular verbs, feel free to let us know. Always happy to answer questions. Have a great day.